students, in this video on anti-ulcer drugs part 7, we will discuss anti-Helicobacter pylori drugs. We will study treatment for the eradication of H. pylori. Now, as per the literature review, up to 90% of patients of duodenal and gastric ulcers test positive for H. pylori. And eradication of H. pylori leads to faster ulcer healing and prevents ulcer relapse. Now, in order to understand eradication of H. pylori, let's first recapitulate role of Helicobacter pylori in the pathogenesis of peptic ulcer disease. Now, Helicobacter pylori is one of the most important aggressive factor responsible for the pathogenesis of peptic ulcer disease. It's a gram-negative bacteria and it survives in the harsh acidic environment of stomach by producing an enzyme called as urease. Now, this urease, it hydrolyzes endogenous urea to produce ammonia. Now, this ammonia is alkaline and it protects bacteria from gastric acidity by neutralizing acid around the bacteria. So, this is how Helicobacter pylori survives in the acidic stomach. Now, look at this diagram of H. pylori. This H. pylori is motile because of the presence of flagella. Now, H. pylori colonizes in gastroduodenal mucosa and it produces a cytotoxin called as the vacuolating cytotoxin A, in brief VAC-A, that produces chronic inflammation and cellular damage and it causes cellular damage in the gastroduodenal mucosa. Now, Helicobacter pylori breaks the protective mucosal barrier. It breaks the protective mucus gel layer, and thus gastric acid and pepsin diffuse in the mucosa, creating the lesions, creating the ulcers, and thus H. pylori is responsible for the pathogenesis of peptic ulcer disease. Now, eradication of H. pylori leads to faster ulcer healing and it also prevents relapse of ulcer. Now, antibiotics that are clinically effective against Helicobacter pylori are amoxicillin, clarithromycin, tetracycline, metronidazole or tinidazole. However, any single antibiotic is ineffective since H. pylori develops antibiotic resistance rapidly. Thus, combination therapy, that is combination of antibiotic, is used since resistance develops by H. pylori to a single antibiotic. Now, suppression of acid by proton pump inhibitors enhances effectiveness of H. pylori antibiotic, and thus proton pump inhibitor is added to all the antibiotic combinations. Now, the single triple therapy for eradication of H. pylori consists of 3 drugs. One is the proton pump inhibitor and 2 antibiotics. Now, this standard triple therapy, it is a first line therapy for the eradication of H. pylori. It is a first line anti-H. pylori therapy. Now, apart from this, colloidal bismuth subcitrate suppresses and eradicates H. pylori. Very important to note that H. pylori resistance to antibacterial action of colloidal bismuth subcitrate has not been reported, and therefore colloidal bismuth subcitrate is included in the second line therapy for the eradication of H. pylori. Second line therapy for the eradication of H. pylori is a quadruple therapy and it consists of 4 drugs. Now, very important to note, second line anti-H. pylori therapy is advocated only when the first line therapy fails to eradicate H. pylori. And the second line anti-H. pylori therapy consists of colloidal bismuth subcitrate containing quadruple therapy. Quadruple therapy is a therapy that consists of 4 drugs. Now, out of these 4 drugs, one is the acid suppressant, that is a proton pump inhibitor. Then second is the colloidal bismuth subcitrate and 2 antibiotics. Now there are different combinations of H. pylori eradication therapy. Now let's discuss few examples of H. pylori eradication treatment. Now let's first talk about the first line treatment, that is a standard triple therapy. Now this combination is given by National Formulary of India 2010. Now it consists of omeprazole, that is a proton pump inhibitor acid suppressant, 40 milligram to be administered once daily. Then metronidazole, an antimicrobial, 400 milligram to be administered 3 times daily, and amoxicillin, an antibiotic, 500 milligram to be administered 3 times daily. So there are total 3 drugs: omeprazole, metronidazole, and amoxicillin. Now this combination is to be taken for a period of 1 week. Now another combination has been approved by US FDA, and this consists of again proton pump inhibitor, that is acid suppressant, lansoprazole 30 milligram, antibiotic amoxicillin 1000 milligram, and clarithromycin, another antibiotic, 500 milligram. All the drugs to be given twice daily for a period of 2 weeks. Now eradication rate is as high as 86 to 92%. Now, if success in the eradication of H. pylori is not obtained by the first line treatment, then second line treatment, that is combination of 4 drugs, that is a quadruple therapy, is recommended. Now, colloidal bismuth subcitrate is included in the quadruple therapy, since H. pylori develops resistance to metronidazole, clarithromycin, but resistance of H. pylori to colloidal bismuth subcitrate has not been reported. And moreover, combination of colloidal bismuth subcitrate with other antibiotics results in enhanced eradication of H. pylori. Now, one of the combination consists of colloidal bismuth subcitrate 120 milligram to be administered QID, that is 4 times daily. Tetracycline 500 milligrams to be administered QID, that is 4 times daily. Metronidazole 400 milligram to be administered 3 times daily, and proton pump inhibitor, that is acid suppressant, omeprazole 20 milligram to be administered BD, that is twice daily. And this combination is recommended for 2 weeks, and it is advocated for eradication failure. Now we find that all the regimens, either it is a first line therapy or it is a second line therapy, quadruple therapy, all the regimens, all the combinations are complex, they are expensive, and they also exhibit frequent side effects, and therefore they exhibit poor patient compliance. But eradication of H. pylori leads to faster healing, and it also prevents ulcer relapse, and therefore Helicobacter pylori treatment is recommended in all the patients who suffer from the ulcer relapse, or in all the patients who are found to test positive for H. pylori. So this is in brief on first and second line treatment for the eradication of H. pylori. If you find the video useful, kindly like, subscribe and share this video. Very important, please note that the information provided in this video is meant exclusively for students from their examination point of view. Kindly consult physician for the treatment of H. pylori or for the treatment of peptic ulcer disease or any other disorder due to hyperacidity. Thanks for watching this video.